So weather went totally to shit. It's freezing rain, sleet going down, and we're going to leave that Zastava right now exposed into the elements. So not some stage fake setting for pouring the water or anything. No, it will be left like that in a condition. I will leave it on the target and sling it like you will be carrying it. So it will be interesting to see after the exposure to the elements how this rifle will work. Let me put the route into the chamber first to show you that the rifle cycles. Okay, so rifle cycles, and I'm going to leave it like this. The wind is coming from north, so I'm going to basically sling it that way and have that maximum exposure it will be. You see what's happening already on the metal, how it's freezing up, and that's what's going to be happening for the next 24 hours. So well, let's see what's going to happen, how this Zastava will handle that. We got the round in the chamber. We'll come back to it after dealing with that exposure, and we'll see how this is going to end. There you go, guys. You can it was even glued to the steel ups target, but it's crazy how the weather can change in 24 hours, right? And look where we are standing. But one more time, rifle was in basically a low ready position. Look at the snow on the red dot. Let me clear it. The red dot's still on. That's cool. Okay, let's see if this will work. So I can see some. That's incredible. There is actually snow inside. I don't know if camera will pick this up, but there is snow which managed to go through the hole. Well, is it picking up? No. Yeah. But yeah, incredible. Let me see if I can move the selector switch. It went down. Oh, now you can see the snow. Look at that. Look at that, guys. There's the snow inside, which drifted to the action. So that should be visible. There is a round in the chamber. I got my winter gloves. They fit through the trigger guard. So that's cool. Let me start spraying. All right, whole mag, no more snow. Mag is empty and nothing in the chamber. So like a boss, guys, look at this. Look at what's happening here in the action and everything. So definitely the snow, ice and everything managed to penetrate, but hey, rifle worked very nicely. And as I said, this would be the real, not, you know, like a fake test. I know it's still simulated, but this is basically if the soldier would walk in the low ready position, that's, you know, and exposed to elements. So very nice. Zastava did very well on that. No choking, even with the snow and ice inside of the action. I'm actually quite surprised, but there you go, guys. Hey, basically real life field conditions, so you cannot do any better than that. So going back to pushing more rounds, we'll see. Haha! So we know the Zastava M90 can take the winter conditions really well, and I'm extremely happy that we did that. This was not forced, simulated, or any kind of bullshit fake test. Rifle was all the time in a low ready position on a steel ups target. Shameless plug for the steel ups, but you could see it will be like the soldier carrying it through the different conditions, from the freezing rain into the snow, and the snow did get inside through that opening. So if I can suggest something to Zastava, I know this is for holding up the bolt in the open position, but I would offer the option to close that gap so you don't have the snow coming in. And I know it didn't matter in this case, the freezing rain and the snow didn't matter, but that may be a situation when it will matter. So you don't want to have the hole open for elements to get inside. That's my way of thinking. But overall, very good performance in the real world settings. It was over 24 hours in harsh conditions, and you can see how the weather changes in the Ozarks. And I will tell you that 24 hours prior filming that episode, we had 64 degrees. That's absolutely freaking insane. And then everything went upside down, and we had the snowstorm, and actually there was like blizzard conditions. Anyway, the Zastava did extremely well. I know this is not going as quickly as you guys would like to, and you have to excuse me for dragging my feet on it, but there are other things which I'm working on and being involved. So far, I would say I'm really impressed with the performance of the Zastava. And when I will be taking out that our red dot combo away from the mount, and by the way, I'm actually, and this is what I want to talk about it too, I'm actually happy that this is that thicker upgraded receiver the Zastava does, and you got the bolt trunnion. Yes, it is a little bit heavier system, but it provides the outstanding mounting platform for the optics. Those optics, whatever you put on it, it sticks and stays on that receiver very, very well. Now, what I would like to see is if Zastava can offer the variants with the shorter barrel, and then we can have the SBR type, and it will be interesting to see how the performance will go with that. But shorten up the barrel, then you can put the suppressor, and you can have a nice compact package on the SBR. So that would be cool. That's something to think for the Zastava up in the future. But that's the future. Right now we are focusing on the basic full-size M90. So let's see what we got inside. I did not have a look inside the system yet, so let me pull out the recoil spring with the rod, and here everything is looking perfect. It's like almost nothing happened, so I cannot complain about that. That little nut is still holding up. This is for that bottom, so that's a good sign. And let me pull out the bolt carrier with the bolt, because this is what everyone wants to see, how those components are doing. We will start with the bolt. Boy, in this lighting, which I'm getting the sun a little bit in my eyes, but everything here is looking perfect. I'm looking at the surface of those locking locks, and guys, this is like a textbook. If you see something on the pictures, because you always got the pictures in a better, higher resolution than what I'm seeing with the naked eye, let me know. But I don't see anything on that bolt which would scream trouble. The bolt is looking great. Now, of course, let's see how, oh my gosh, that rear end, guys, the rear end of the bolt, textbook. Nothing, absolutely nothing. There is not even a slight deformation on it. This is looking great. I wish all AKs would look like that, huh? But this is looking really good. And the timing channel is looking great too. Still slight wobble on the piston head, and that's okay. That's what we want. This is really cool, guys. Nothing on the bolt carrier. So far, so good. As far as the locking locks on the trunnion, everything here is looking good. Let me clean it a little bit. I don't see anything. On the right side it's perfectly fine, and the left side is great. Quick look into the chamber. Everything is looking good too. Again, if you see something, say something. And the rear trunnion, nowhere whatsoever. The trigger is looking good too. Let me flip it upside down, and I don't see anything at the bottom. The rivets on the trigger guard are looking great. The rivets on the trunnion here, everything here is staying put, and the other side, everything here is looking good as well. Let me see if I can open that lever and pull out, and pull out the gas tube. Here's the gas tube, so that means only one thing. Here's the pirate for the Pirates Union. Oh, and look inside the gas tube. Unveils absolutely nothing. The gas tube is looking great. That bracket for adjusting the gas, we talk about it. And this is looking good too. How's the barrel inside the handguard? A little bit squished, but everything here is looking good. I don't see any rust or anything, and the gas block is looking good, and of course that valve rotating, spinning freely, so it was not affected by the carbon either. So that means only one thing, guys. The rifle is holding up well. We'll keep pushing it, and I'm hoping we are approaching now the spring phase, which is awesome. Why it's awesome? Because we're going to have some mud and natural mud and things like this, and I'm going to use it on that Zastava, and we'll see how much it will take, right? And how much it can withstand. But so far, so good. Overall, not bad at all. That whole system is holding up and is working great. And it's a pleasure to shoot. It's fun to shoot. That's for sure. I hope that the Zastava will take some suggestions to the heart. That hole on the safety, kind of, you know, outplug that in, because you don't need that garbage inside. I know it didn't matter, but you don't need that garbage inside. All right, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a guest in your homes, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.